Hey guys, it's Dan. In today's video, I want to take you guys through some of the new information that we got about Valorant's newest agent, DEADLOCK. And here she is. She's the newest Sentinel character, which I've been waiting personally for a new Sentinel for a long time. Now we have 5, so... Anyways, DEADLOCK is a Sentinel native to Norway, and that's seen in her cinematic yesterday. During a battle with a Radianite-infused bear, she ends up losing her arm, as we could see right here. Yeah, it's rough. All of her friends died in here too, and that's pretty much the video. But later we see that she eventually meets up with the Valorant crew, and Killjoy makes her this new arm, which allows her to do many things with her gadgets, and she almost fries Little Man. But anyways, in her official gameplay reveal, see a few ways that she's able to enter sight. So her first ability, as seen right here, is the barrier mesh. So these 4 quadrants end up blocking player movement, but bullets can pass through. And the way to destroy it is just by defeating the hub, or destroying, I guess, is the better word for that. Right after that, we briefly see her sonic sensor, which I think could be her most useful ability. This thing, whenever it detects noise, instantly releases a concussion, pretty much like a breach charge, but sound activated. And then right here, this is her GravNet grenade, which once it's thrown, it releases a giant area, kind of like a fade pull, which if you're trapped in it, you're only able to crouch walk, so it really limits your movement, but you can remove it, kind of like a Cypher camera ping, but in this case, Sova just blasts her. And then finally, we see one of the most unique ultimates in Valorant. It's called Annihilation, and pretty much as we can see here, it releases a giant charge beam that bounces off a wall, and whoever is hit by it gets trapped in this energy cocoon that slowly is pulled towards the origin of where she shot it. And the only way out is if your teammates can shoot you out, but if that doesn't happen, then whoever gets trapped just instantly dies. How this could be used in 1v1s is kind of crazy. If it's just DEADLOCK and somebody else and she uses her ult, it's pretty much over. They're just in a cocoon floating away while you defuse the bomb or whatever. I've seen a lot of people talk about that. Even in my recent TikTok, most of the comments said that. But yeah, that's pretty much all we see in the gameplay reveal. So now, today, pretty much this morning, actually, right before I recorded this, a lot of the YouTubers were able to release their videos playing the new character. So yeah, this is the average Jonas video. He goes over all the abilities really well, so I'll leave it in the description. First up, the GravNet, like we saw, is just able to detonate and forces people to crouch, move slowly, pretty simple. Yeah, sonic sensor, pretty much just a proximity mine, except it concusses you. Barrier mesh, just unwalkable walls, pretty much, it blocks you. And then the Annihilation, the energy cocoon insta-kill. Yeah, as we can see here, it's kind of broken, especially in a 1v1. It's just, you're dead. I'll be very interested to see how people end up using that ult in games, whether or not it's to like bait enemy teammates to show themselves. It's either that or their friend gets killed, or in the 1v1s, how it's just an instant win, it seems like. Or maybe some people will think of other ways to outplay the enemies using it. I don't know, but we'll have to wait and see. So yeah, right here, we're able to see one of the instant outplays, similar to Fade. When Fade was first announced, they did the same thing. So they trap them with the GravNet and then throw a Raise Nade on top of them, so it just completely dominates. It worked perfectly in this scenario. I still think Fade is better though, when it comes to her net ability, even though it doesn't last as long. Debatably, it depends on when the person pulls it off. When it comes to DEADLOCK, it's still the same concept of grab them, snatch them, blow them up with a raise ability. And here, pretty much how it's used in the gameplay reveal. Just can't walk through. And I doubt if your team is able to destroy this or not. You might be able to, since you create it, but I don't know if your teammates are able to destroy it, because he's kind of knifing it, so it's not working. Oh my God. Yeah, so I guess allies aren't allowed to destroy the barrier mesh, only enemies, which is kind of weird. I feel like the DEADLOCK as the player should be able to destroy it if they want, but maybe they'll change that in the future. And this is also a really good display of how it could be used, blocking off the movement so they can only really either try and swing out here or just peek into a 1v1. And also, here's another good point, barrier mesh on top of the bomb, or blocking off the bomb. Even though it's pretty simple to destroy, if you throw it down and the enemy is trying to retake sight, being quiet, they're gonna have no choice but to destroy the barrier mesh by shooting or by maybe knifing. It's still gonna make noise, so you're gonna know they're there, so they can't really stealthily defuse without letting you know. Also, that's when the sound mine, whatever it's called, can be used. Post plant scenarios, holding off flanks, because you do get 2 of them. You get 2 sensory mines. So 1 on the bomb, 1 on a flank spot, and then you could hold another area. Deadlock seems like the perfect site entry character, almost like an initiator, but post initiation, I guess. She's able to perfectly hold sites on attack, not just defender sided areas. We'll have to wait and see for Sentinel players to master Deadlock to see how really useful she is. Here's another point by How to Noodle, holding off elbow right here. Can't get through, can't be stealthy about breaking it either. So kind of, I don't know, he's peeking it, but it works the purpose until he peeks it. And here we also see the grab net mine. It traps 2 people in the corner. So it really gives them the advantage because they are trying to crouch walk out like dummies. So their accuracy is completely destroyed. So he gets a free double kill here. And I wasn't sure about this, but the ult can be directly fired too. So, which is kind of crazy because you could literally take a gunfight like that. Like, say it's the 1v1 and you don't have to like bounce it off the wall like it's a neon stun or anything. You could literally just swing peek with your arm cannon and just blast them. So yeah, that seems kind of crazy. And it just directly pulls them, so it doesn't have to go any further distance or anything, which is kind of insane. I can't even lie. It's like a duelist type beat right there. And we also see holding elbow on split, grab mine goes off, instant kill. Like, that's free. So overall, the pros are seeming to love Deadlock so far. In my personal opinion, I think that she's going to be a great agent. She seems great on her own already, but mixed in with other team comps like that raised grenade combo, I think the possibilities are endless with this character. She's just perfectly well-rounded into making a great Sentinel, taking tips from Killjoy, from Cypher, Sage even a little bit. She seems like she's such a well-rounded character. It doesn't matter whether you're a duelist main or an initiator main or a Sentinel main. You could play her and contribute to the team and do well. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I know it's not like what I usually do. I thought for this special occasion, she was just announced, I could give you guys the inside scoop on the character. And yeah, if you guys like these types of videos, let me know in the comments. I'll definitely be able to make more. I love doing this kind of stuff. But anyways, let me know what you guys think of Deadlock down in the comments. This is Dan Bugsy. I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace out. Yodi, Bugsy Dan, BDC, stand up.